Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hello everybody, how are we doing tonight? I'm TJ. Joining with me tonight is Johnny. Say hi, Johnny.
What's up, people?
Alright, and we are playing Slay the Princess. So, we are part of the Dragonfire squad, but we're gonna do this game a little differently. See, I have played this game, I've gotten all the endings, I've gotten all the achievements, I've done everything with this game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit with the other members one-on-one, and we're gonna have them each go through a different route in the game. You might not be able to hear me so well, so right now, let's turn the music down just a tad. Let's turn everything down just a little bit. Just a tad. Alright. So, Johnny, I know that you've seen Markiplier play this, yeah?
Yes, I have. I've seen a few of the endings. I haven't seen all the endings, but I've seen a good deal of the game through his playthrough.
That's actually how I found the game too. Actually pretty cool. The sale is come and gone by now, but when Markiplier first played this game... Oh, music change. When Markiplier first played this game, the influx of players jumped so high they put it on sale for like $5. It was actually pretty awesome.
Damn.
I got it while it was on sale. So yeah. Anyway, shall we get started, Johnny-O?
Absolutely.
Alright. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
We're gonna hear this a lot.
And in the basement of that cabin
So many times.
is a princess.
So many times.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So the way it's going to work here, folks, is I'm the one playing the game. However, the story is going to be completely determined by Johnny here. He's going to make every decision for me, and he's going to be the one that decides how this game is going to go. So he's going to decide how his story is going to unfold. With that said, what's our first step, Johnny? Just keep in mind for Save the Princess, explorers 9 times out of 10 will not do anything but add lore, quote unquote. Things that have things like this are more or less just, these usually bring things on with the plot, and then these are mostly just actions that you take. Basically, if it doesn't say explore, it will more than likely just follow the further the plot in some way.
For this first time, let's try the first option, the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
I don't know, the normal people sounds pretty great to me, man.
Yeah, I don't like people. Let's go with the second. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
I mean, she's coming out. Good for her, man. I mean, it's July at the time of this, but you know.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's one thing to come out of a closet, it's another thing to come out of a basement.
True. One's discovering yourself, and one's... Actually, no, I guess they're both part of discovering yourself. Depends on how you look at it. Alright. Back to the game. I'm gonna have my ally card revoked.
No, I'm part of the community. Your ally card will stay.
Yes!
Let's go with the Explorer options. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
See, I knew from the beginning that the narrator was off because he's fucking British.
Causality doesn't matter here. Because
He seems like a prick.
No matter what led us up.
He's just British.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world.
No hate toward the British.
There is no change.
I have an aunt who's British.
It's It's no
Officially.
use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Unless the
Can we also
egg,
take
unless the egg
we
is the basement, and then in which case she's not out of the egg yet, so the egg hasn't hatched yet. Checkmate, narrator.
See, and there's gonna be a lot of bird references in this game.
Of course, you do
Correct.
your job
Yeah.
and slay her.
Remember, I can scroll too if you want me to.
Yeah,
Scroll.
I was just about to say, can we just scroll down a little bit? I'm done exploring for this
Dude, this
first
is a mood.
part.
This is a mood.
If you consider that, maybe I'm okay with. I will pick that option later in the
Okay.
playthrough.
Okay.
There's certain things that I want to do through the first
First
run.
The first run. The first quote unquote
Yeah.
route.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do as the game says. We are the first. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. The first run, I'm definitely going to slay the princess, but
Wait,
like,
it's not a spoiler. It's the name of the game. The
yeah,
name of the
yeah.
game is Slay the Princess.
See, I said that in air quotations as much as I could. Uh,
All right. So, are we just giving like random?
yeah.
Are we saying stuff, or are we just going forward?
So hold on. Scroll down a little bit more. Okay,
Oh, you're talking about this one?
okay. No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path.
I love the art style of this game, by the way.
Find the princess.
I do too. It's really nice. I've always loved pick and choose your own adventure games.
Yeah, but I'm talking like the art, like the drawings.
Yeah,
Whoever
whoever did these drawings did a fantastic job doing it.
when we see the credits, we'll know for sure. I'll just put their name on screen right now.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
And now,
She's a princess. We're supposed to
voice of the
save
hero.
princesses, not
What the fuck
slave
is a
them.
conscience?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, we only have the
First
one
you did-
option, so if we only have one option, I'm just gonna do it. We won't need to like go over it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
I almost skipped
The
it
air is
because
stale
I'm
and
so used
musty.
to hearing this. I just skip it. So
Yeah.
my hands are off my keyboard right now.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do we want to do this right?
That's up to you, Johnny-O.
Take the blade. We'll do that.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement. The only option.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying
Heavy
her
and
is
damp
probably
sounds like
doing
my
her
kind
a
of Saturday
favor.
night. I need to lose weight.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss, am I right, fellas?
Let's do the option. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
That's totally a Dami mommy voice.
It really is.
I don't know why I said that out loud.
Great job.
I let the
You
intrusive
gave
thoughts
away
win.
the element of surprise.
You always do.
Hero.
Shut up.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way! Why would you even think that? I like all the funny answers, but My cat.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Let's go with the Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
Damn.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
Trade offer. I receive a chance to talk things out. You receive a dropped knife.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Do you drop it or do you tighten?
For this first playthrough, I'm gonna say tighten the grip.
You
All
ignore
right.
the trembling in your
Oh, she looks so
hands.
sad.
Tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step
Damn.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I have the knife and you don't.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Not necessarily. I've played Mortal Kombat. I've seen what Kano can do with knives.
I was about to say,
Just gotta
throwing daggers.
Just gotta tomahawk that thing.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Just kill her and Fortnite dance on her.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
I hate that I
it's too
said
late.
that.
End
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't.
Thank you.
Let's do the name of the game. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Damn. Deep in her guts,
Oh.
huh?
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Kinda.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Let's go with the. I'm not sure. I feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check the pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
Goddamn.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Damn. What them teeth do?
Ooh.
Never mind.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
Damn.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
God, I wish that were me.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort. the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I did not know that that was an ending.
So this is actually one of my favorite princess routes, the Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Really? I thought there was going to be a cat.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Hold on.
I'm just showing you your wall of
I know.
options.
Let's do the, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No,
Deja
you
vu.
don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again. Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed. Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
It started stabbing us.
Yes!
Dude, that's like a regular afternoon in London, though. What are you talking about, bro?
Oh my fucking god!
I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
Oi,
You'll
you
do
got a
just
license
fine.
for that pristine blade?
The British community is gonna hate us.
Whatever, they're British.
This is more than just deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
I don't believe that.
This version of the narrator, maybe. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and this really all already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you.
Are
if
they
that's
really?
what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Womp womp.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you.
Man, what's
right?
Blood waffling
If you
about
turn
for
around and
real?
leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick
Oh my
about
god.
it.
Oh jeez. Oh, let me just.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
All she did last, the second option.
She just can. But she's still only a
Source,
princess.
trust me, bro.
You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin. I love the option that we can just turn around and say "fuck off."
Any further.
Which actually does do something.
I'm fully aware.
Well, if it's not your first route, if you actually do like one route, you can't do that again. It won't let you.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Damn
We
right.
know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I like this cheated voice. The
Dude, the
cheated voice in your head.
I like the voice of the cheated's cool. My favorites are the voice of the smitten and the voice of the stubborn.
The interior of the
Same.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting
The
as
mirror.
glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade
Le miroir.
on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Joke's on you. I don't know what the word implement means.
Why didn't you say anything about the mirror on the wall?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Damn.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Okay, less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
I like how they're referencing the narrator as he with a capital H. Because that's how you would like...
Oh, I never noticed that until you just pointed that out.
It's like in Christianity, that's how they refer to God when they're talking about him. They capitalize the H in he and him.
What good would it even do?
They might do it in like other religions, I'm not sure. Anyway, continue.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against
Man
the
needs a
cabin
manicure,
wall.
goddamn.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
God
But it was there
damn, go get yourself. Get those nails trimmed.
Yet
Get a
another
nail
thing
file,
you're here
bruh.
playing tricks on
They're
us.
cheap.
I hate this.
Use the dagger to chip off those nails.
Oh.
Who needs a dagger when you got nails like that?
That actually comes into play in one of the routes. They actually bring
All
that
right,
up.
let's take the blade and go to the basement.
You want the blade?
Yeah, I want the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Where else am I gonna fucking go, bro? I'm a voice.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
I like the effect her
I've been
voice
stuck
has.
down here forever.
There is something so
Ye-
wrong with that voice.
Jesus.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess
Oh,
comes into
noseless
view,
ass.
her sharp eyes
What the
filming
fuck?
across the room.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Do you want me to keep scrolling?
Just give me a second so I can read everything. I'm a slow reader.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say anything. I said damn.
Making fun of me. Alright, you can scroll down a little bit.
You're right, I was making fun of you. Anyway.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
Let's do the, we killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
That
do
is a
have to
valid
hand it
point.
To her. That's a very good question, and it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving?
Shut up, you.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Shut up, you.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Fuck you, narrator. Let's do the option, do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
So that's a yes.
I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
You lying sack of shit.
But that's exactly what happened. So you do remember it.
Yeah, let's do that option, but that's exactly what happened.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Ah, she slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Damn. Tell that's my sister.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
That's topical. I'm not gonna say anything more about that. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's do the option, I know you have a knife. I'll let you out if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
I love how the
I don't
voice
know, let me see your
actress-
fucking hands.
I love how the voice actress does these different, like every princess has a different voice, and
why
it's just
would I stab
she's
you to
great. She's a
death?
great voice actress.
I don't know you.
I think her
You
name's
haven't
Nicole
given me a
Goodnight.
reason to stab you to death.
Something
It would
like
be
that.
So silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Damn, she wants my guts for
That's
real.
terrifying.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Narrator, you are dumb. Prove it. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you.
The
But I don't
sarcasm in
have
her
one,
voice
so
is
I can't.
hilarious.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
Are those shoulders?
Oh, the shoulders!
Empty sleeves,
Oh.
too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically
The blade
zero.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Clearly, she doesn't have a narrator. Anyway.
Scroll down a little bit.
Do you want me to keep scrolling?
Yeah. Okay, stop real quick. Alright, keep scrolling. Alright, scroll back up to the, that big one right there.
This one?
Yep.
What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous.
But I'm nervous. Me approaching any woman ever. But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
That was honestly the one that I was thinking about saying.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
In other words, go to horny jail. Bonk.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one.
The face. That's the
serious.
derpiest face I have ever seen. Oh my god.
The
Of course,
derps.
but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
If I come closer, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? Do you want me to scroll down more, or are you gonna pick one of these?
I think, scroll down, I think it's time that we end this by slaying the fuck out of this bitch.
Screw it. Slay the princess?
Yep. Indeed.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
What the fuck?
That's the I've never done that before, so I didn't hear her go.
Ow! What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Damn.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
What the fuck?
On her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her
Damn.
knee and a painful squelch, she does just that.
That's like my least favorite
Everything
word,
goes dark.
squelch.
And you die.
Because the word sounds like what it's describing. Squelch.
Yeah. Squelch.
It's like, that's the thing with, like, I can deal with blood and gore pretty well. I just hate the squelching noises. That's the thing I
On a
hate
path
about it.
In the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp. The constricting
I love
mess
the
of
cheating.
curved and battered sheet metal pushing you
She
towards
just
the
fucking
windows.
is
You was-
hysterical.
What just happened? What did you just do?
Excuse me.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing.
Stubborn is one of my favorite ones.
He's goated for real.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart.
Well, like
You
I
do
said,
realise
I haven't
that
actually
every
made
time
that
you
choice
fail,
before to
she
just slay her.
escapes and an entire world is
So I
damned
didn't
to
know that you would actually
destruction.
get 2 different voices
Right?
from doing that.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah.
Usually,
Possibly
you only
high
get one
stakes
extra
make the
voice.
fight so much
Usually.
better.
There is one path that you get like all the voices at once.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Attaboy.
That's a fight.
That's
the
spirit
spirit.
I love,
Boy.
so we could all learn a thing or
That's
two
the
from this
spirit.
one.
You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
That's what we call
Foreshadowing.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
Approach the
Make your way
mirror.
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe
Wait,
the mirror.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
So we go to wipe the mirror, but we pulled the door open.
Yeah, let's go with that for
And the mirror's gone.
some bullshit read.
They're surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oh, I love how the music just cut out. Okay.
I will say the audio has been a little bit wishy-washy at times, but I can't tell if that's just because my headphones are shit
Smooth
or if it's the actual audio.
and unintentional
It's probably
and
your headphones.
unfortunately slippery ramp.
Yeah,
The
that's what
music-
I'm saying.
The music
To the
stops
bottom.
very rarely. Like, the music stops when something's about to happen.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor, and the form of the princess comes into view.
She kinda
standing at a distance. She
jagged,
gives you
though.
a wry smile.
Yeah, her dress looks like metal.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here.
Oh, don't get philosophical on me. I don't need another existential crisis this week.
Your internal
Oh.
bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess,
What the fuck?
twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
All right. Do we have a few options?
Right, let me read them real quick. We're going to fight her again. We're going to stiff off the lip. She won't. If we don't feel it, we're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason. Da-da-da-da. We're going to. Well, we aren't surrendering. That's for.
This is my favorite.
How much? She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? Let's beat her to it. Ooh! All these ideas suck. Let's think of something better.
That what you want to do?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just
I'm not
standing
getting
there, huh?
anything right.
A bold strategy.
It's a bold strategy, Kyle. Let's see how it works out for him.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
She giving you that sloppy floppy.
She skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, a new voice.
Oh, a new one of us.
Ah!
That only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Womp womp.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Come
Okay,
on.
plan now.
All right. What are we gonna do, Johnny? It's the same options as before, just without
Okay.
these ideas suck.
Let's go with killing ourselves.
She wins
'Cause
by
she
killing
keeps-
us, right? So let's
she-
beat
she-
her to it.
Because she keeps beating us, so why don't we beat her to it?
It doesn't work. And she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, Johnny, come on.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
The smitten.
There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I'm not gonna lie, the princess looks, for those people who have seen Doctor Who, the first episode with Matt Smith, that weird prisoner monster thing, kind of looks like the princess right now.
We'll put that up on screen right here. Anyway.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
The fuck?
She skewers you.
Jesus Christ, cold.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers
No,
you.
she won't.
She skewers you.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
So funnily enough, the Razor is the only one that I can think of that actually has a chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
What if we throw it out the window?
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure,
I mean...
I was about to say, she's not that beautiful anymore.
No, I'm saying dying at the hands of people. You know what?
Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Oh god, paranoid's an astrology, bitch.
Oh, God.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Phrasing.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that-
Pros, you haven't won once!
I was about to say, we technically...
heroically stride through the
We
door
killed her
of
once,
our
and then she killed us.
destined final
Correct.
encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Oh, this is very cool. I haven't seen this ending yet, so it's very nice
You walk to the door
for me to
and
see
you
something
go
I haven't yet.
upstairs. Only it's fine.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
We're on a slide.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to win.
Me too.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba. Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
I do like this dialogue a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, say.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Damn.
All that remains in the center of
I like
God
it sharp.
damn.
is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously.
Oh, come on, that was
in the
funny.
cage of her chest.
Are you ready?
I choose to ignore you.
Yeah, valid.
Holy shit!
Honestly, that's valid too.
She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Shut the fuck up, Smitten.
Dude,
Divine.
permanently perma-horny.
Yes, behold.
In the horny jail you
He's
go.
also perma-horny for the violence.
Do you think we can throw her out the window. That looked painful.
Painful.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Damn.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Hey, I play games to escape reality, Broken. Shut up.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
That got a little dark, huh?
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Anyway.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just a
Empty your mind.
Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I'd also like to have you know that your first route was probably one of the longest in the game. We are almost an hour into recording.
Damn.
You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something in her place.
Approach the mirror.
You do so.
Gaze into your reflection.
Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here.
Proceed to the cabin.
You are at the cabin.
Approach her.
And here is where the game gets weird. I do love this music, though.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
All right, Johnny.
Is this the... Yeah, let's do the, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What a nothing burger of an answer.
Let's do I do not know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Damn, industrialization's a hell of a drug.
The gift of a fragile vessel, the first one.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
The indomitable human
Do not
spirit.
warn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Kinda looks like Sauron in the head.
I'm not gonna lie that I was thinking the same thing.
There are also a few other things.
Yeah, I know. Let's ask, do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me. and part of me is her.
But if you were always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of.
I may speak in circles, but you speak in a goddamn squiggly line.
Squeak, squeaky, just squeak, 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 squeak.
Fuck off, Jonathan.
Wow.
Anyway.
Use my fucking government name. I see how it is.
Bruh.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess, or are you what traps me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So much.
Yeah. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
My brother in Christ.
I am infinite.
That does not
The
answer the.
rest
Give me a
will
number.
find
Give me an
their own
estimate.
home.
How long is this ride?
Aren't you scared that I will find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's darkness. I was sent to slay the princess from stopping the destroying of the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
First option.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
You know, I thought I was intelligent before I read this stuff.
It hurts my head. Let's just... Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell
This
you
jump
to
scared me, I'm
remember
not gonna lie. This part right here.
You won't.
The sudden poof.
Yeah, the first time that I
caught me
watched-
off guard.